Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil.
Why do you give all this attention and get so amped up and ramped up and emotional about the speck, the little itty bitty thing that they do wrong in your brother's eye, and you don't pay any attention to your issues, to your problems, to your habits, to your attitudes, to the plank in your own eye? To which somebody says, well, preacher, I'll tell you why. Because it's not a speck of sawdust, okay? She's a Democrat. He's a Republican. That's not a speck of sawdust. That's a forest, okay? So don't get all upset with me and my response to him or her. Hey, look, he's a white politician, okay? That's not a speck. I went by their home. They were watching CNN, okay? So that is an issue for me, all right? He has Fox News on all the time, 24/7, right? But for some of us, it's more personal than that. For your response is, this is not a speck. My dad left when we were 8 years old. He never looked back, and my mom had to raise 3 kids with none of his help. And then when he got old and sick, he shows up and he wants us to help out. I'm sorry, that is not a speck of sawdust. That's not a speck. I don't know what those are, but those aren't specks. And rightfully so, we should get a little defensive around a question which Jesus would ask us when he doesn't even seem to know our story, right? Secondly, Jesus, you might be tempted to say, I don't have a plank in my eye. First of all, that's not a speck of sawdust. And secondly, the reason that I look at the speck of sawdust in my brother's eye and don't pay attention to the plank in my own eye is I don't have a plank in my eye. I see the world as it really is. I understand how things really work. I know what's going on.